Howdy, and welcome to day 2 of our new video broadcast covering events in and around Menifee. It's Wednesday, November 14th. I'm Doug Spoon, editor of Menifee 24/7, and with me today is Tommy Brown, our newest staff member. So Tommy, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Unlike myself, you grew up in Menifee and went to school here, and give us a little about yourself.
Hi, so I'm Tommy. There was an article about me already in the paper, but just reintroducing myself. I grew up in Menifee my whole life. I moved here when I was 5 years old. I started in Ridgemore, went to Menifee Valley Middle School, graduated from Paloma, went to Mount San Jacinto for the first year of college. Very active in this community and always have been. I moved to New York for 5 years to finish up college and get my English degree. And then I moved back to Menifee just because I love it and got in contact with Doug and wanted to write, and here I am.
So, and then you got to tell us, how do you get the name Tommy for a girl?
Oh,
that was my first question too.
Everybody's first question about me is always my name. So my dad's name is Thomas, and so my parents both decided, boy or girl, my name would be Tommy. The real kicker is, though, that my middle name is Christopher, and so it's just full on through. They just went in with that. And that's a whole other story.
Okay, well, that's a name that you'll remember about as much as Spoon, I suppose. So one of Tommy's latest projects is the revival of the Menifee 24/7 Hometown Heroes feature. So she was really interested in this. So Tommy, tell me why you wanted to kind of resurrect this thing and how people can contact us and all that.
Yeah, I think that it's really important as a community as small as Menifee to highlight and show the people that are doing their best to keep moving forward and being a good community and keeping our city pleasant and safe and close together. And I think that there are a lot of people that slip through the cracks on day-to-day basis that really do a lot for their neighbors or their schools or whatever it is around here. If you ask anybody why do they stay living in Menifee when there's so many choices that people can move, it's because we're close together and we're all sort of a family here. And so I wanted to just put a platform on anybody, whether it is your neighbor, your trash man, your school crossing guard, whoever it is from big to small. You could write into us at our email and just nominate a person why you think that they are a hero to you and to our community. It doesn't have to be huge. It can be huge, whatever it is. And let us know, and I can write about them and just share every so often what that person is doing and what people in our community are doing and get recognition.
All right, so if you have someone that you would like to nominate for the Hometown Heroes program, it's very easy. Just send an email to info@menifee247.com. Let us know who the person is and how we can contact them. And we are happy to sponsor this program and look forward to more of Tommy's features. Now, today is also a special day for some elite student athletes in Menifee. This is the first day this school year that seniors can sign letters of intent to accept college scholarships. 5 athletes will be signing their letters at Paloma Valley High this afternoon. Who are they and where are they going to college? You'll have to wait until tonight to find out on Menifee 24/7, and we'll have additional details on our broadcast tomorrow as well.
So, who's ready for another shopping center in Menifee? More importantly, who's ready to actually see one finished? Well, we all know it's been a long process for major commercial projects to enter into our town and be done. We won't even mention the theater project at Menifee Town Center.
You just did. Okay.
Anyway, here's an update on plans for another long-awaited shopping center for the residents of Heritage Lake this time. Kristen has the details.
Hi, this is Kristen Spoon, and I'm standing here in this vacant lot that Heritage Lakes residents wish would be filled with shops for their convenience. Well, folks, there's finally some news to report about this long-awaited project at the northwest corner of McCall Boulevard and Menifee Road. Tonight at 7 o'clock at City Hall, the Planning Commission will hold a public hearing to consider approval of a plot plan for what will be called McCall Square. The proposed includes a 45,000 square foot market, shop, restaurants, a gas station with car wash, and a pharmacy. Next door, there will be a self-storage facility. Typical of such projects, it will be built in phases, starting with self-storage facility. Next would be the pharmacy, followed by the market, shops, and restaurants in the final phases. Now, we've learned not to promise groundbreaking dates, and the City Council will still have to approve the projects. So, stay tuned.
Now here's something else that I've been thinking as I've been driving around in the afternoons when school's letting out. The crossing guards. I think we need to do something for the crossing guards.
I agree. We've been hearing a lot from our viewers on Facebook comments and messages about the good work that crossing guards do, greeting the kids cheerfully as they cross, keeping them safe.
Now, did you have crossing guards when you were a kid going to school?
Absolutely. They were my best friends. I could not wait to get out of school so that I could go see my crossing guards so they can get me to and from home. I loved them. I still remember them, and I go back and visit them.
I feel deprived because the only year that I had crossing guards was in kindergarten. And there was an old man who would pat us on the butt with his little stop sign paddle, each one of us as we crossed this little street.
Oh my God.
And then all the years after that, if they ran out of money or something, they didn't have crossing guards and we were totally on our own. But I think we should do something to highlight the great jobs that these crossing guards do. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. They really kept us, you know, we were coming from buses or we were getting to home or whatever it was when our parents couldn't really be there. And I think that they serve a big role, waiting in the sun, this Menifee heat, making sure that we all got home and being kind to us. And some of us gave us water and popsicles and things to just keep us going after the end of a long day. And I think that that's really important.
So what we want you to do is tell us about your child's crossing guard. Send us a picture if you'd like. You can leave a comment on the thread of this broadcast. You can send us an email, info@menifee247.com. Tell us who your favorite crossing guard is and what they do to make your child feel comfortable, and maybe we'll even go out and visit a couple of them. Of course, only when the light is red.
Now we have a special guest in studio today. It is Toby, the Wonder Dog, who is famous for his appearances in Menifee Max and in the newspaper. Huh, Toby?
Tommy likes Toby. Why? I'm not quite sure.
I love
But Toby likes Tommy too. And, you know, he has escaped the yard a few times, and it's quite an adventure when we have to go chase him down the street. But we know a lot of you aren't that lucky in finding your dog. We have a lot of people that contact us about lost or found dogs or other pets. And we get so many of them that we can't really include them on the main feed of our Facebook page. You are invited to post it as a guest post, but we realize people don't always go to that section. So we have a couple of sites that we'd like to refer you to, and the sites will be up on your screen here, the Facebook pages that you can go to report your lost or found dog, where a lot of people go there specifically just for that reason. So we suggest that you do that, and remember you're required to have your dog or cat licensed. And for information on that, spay and neutering, and finding a dog maybe that's not as big of a pain as Toby is, you can contact Animal Friends of the Valley. Now, Toby was supposed to be about the size of a hamster when we got. He was supposed to stay a lap dog. Now he's more of a kind of a big creature, but there he is. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching.
We'll see you tomorrow, and stay safe and have a great day.